I watched my father live the American dream. But just because you have a dream doesn't mean that you wake up to your fantasy. That's why I started my company, Orchestrate Business. As a little boy playing violin, I know that it takes many parts to come together for your business to work, just like in an orchestra. 20 years before I existed, my father escaped a communist regime as a teenager with his family. He came to the US stateless, as his papers said, with nothing but a crate of blankets and a diamond that he swallowed that I have to this day. He enrolled in community college, went to UCLA, went on to get his master's degree, and later became an engineer at a major aircraft company. But like most entrepreneurs, he started a business as a side gig. That side gig later became his main gig as a jewelry manufacturer. That's when I came into the picture, watching him live the American dream. As a little boy, I discovered 5 a.m. when I would wake up early, before sunrise, to join my daddy at his office. We'd get up and sneak around the house quietly so we don't wake up my mom and my brother. We'd step outside and get into the car. Didn't want to turn the engine on because we didn't want to wake up my mom, whose bedroom was right next to the driveway. So we put our foot out the doors on the driver's side and the passenger side, and we'd push the car in neutral down the driveway and into the street. Later, I realized that is the American dream. As Kobe Bryant said, the grind is the dream. By the 1990s, my father had built $1 million business, and one of his jewelry pieces was acquired by the Smithsonian. Yet, that's not the lifestyle that he carried into retirement. His financial advisor was focused more on the personal assets that paid her, overlooking the business assets that paid my father. That's why I choose to orchestrate business, to integrate personal and business, workplace and family, employer and employee. For the employer, your business is the machine that fuels your family's lifestyle. How your key employees do is going to shape how your business performs. And how your business performs is going to determine your family's financial future. For the employee, your paycheck fuels your family's budget. Understanding your workplace retirement and your job perks is going to shape your personal financial security. Through the eyes and ears of a musician, I know that all these parts have to come together in balance. Having played in orchestras as a little boy and going to opera across the country, I know what it takes to consolidate disjointed components into one whole. In 2020, in the peak of the pandemic, my father, aged in his 70s, having health issues because he had worked so hard for so long. I watched in fear as he still went to the office, in part because he knew nothing else, and in part because he had to. He had lived the American dream. Yet when the lights on the stage began to dim, the shortcuts of the conductor became more apparent. That's why I choose to orchestrate business. I had seen what 5 a.m. meant, the leadership, to show up on stage long before the audience arrives. Who will you choose to collaborate with in orchestrating your plan? To coordinate your instruments and your people? Someone who cares to understand you, so you perform at your best through all the movements of your symphony.